The world is too small.
Oppo is back with the Oppo F15 in its F series lineup, which is basically offline centric and priced a bit on the higher side compared to Redmi and Realme devices. Though this time they have priced it not too high at under 20k with a single 8GB RAM plus 128GB variant and just two color options. Oppo F11 Pro with the pop-up camera, as some of you might remember, was the last F series device to be tested on the channel. Wasn't the strongest of devices, but did just about manage to pass the test, and software-wise was a more than decent performer. So it will be interesting to test the software performance, structural integrity and build quality of the Oppo F15, since Oppo is advertising and focusing attention to its thin and light design. Will the sleek and light body of the F15 be able to survive? Apart from the sleek and light design of the F15, some other highlights include the rear quad camera setup with a 48 megapixel primary camera and electronic image stabilization, a decently fast in-display fingerprint scanner on the Full HD Plus AMOLED display, wideband L1 certification to stream HD content, VOOC Flash Charge 3.0, dual SIM card plus dedicated memory card slot, and Game Boost 2.0 for smooth gameplay among other things. The free soft case in the box seems to be of the exact same quality to the ones usually provided by Oppo, Vivo and Realme, and is expected to do a good job in providing protection to your F15. The Oppo F15 comes with a slim 7.9mm design and weighs just 172 grams, much lighter than close to 200 gram devices, and actually feels pretty light in the hands. But it remains to be seen if the structure and build quality has been compromised or not, though it does feel sturdy in my usual trial bend. Before starting with the tests, let's have a quick look at the general and heavy gaming performance of the thin Oppo F15 for those of you also looking for performance along with the sleek design and quad cameras. Similar to the Oppo F11 and F11 Pro, the F15 is also equipped with a 12nm MediaTek Helio P70 processor paired with Mali G72 GPU. Browsing and running common apps is mostly a smooth experience, and you should not be facing any major lags or stutter. And fortunately, it can handle heavy games like PUBG pretty well at the default medium graphics settings in balance mode. The presence of 8GB of RAM with the massive 128GB storage further helps in improving the performance to a great extent. Generally, as seen on most Realme, Oppo and Vivo devices, with less than decent quality glass protection and no oleophobic coating, comes pre-applied with a plastic screen protector and are useful only for protection against scratches. We will soon find out if it's the same situation on the Oppo F15 or is the quality of glass protection better as is expected of a 20k device. Starting the scratch test on the Oppo F15 to find out the quality of this Corning tempered glass protection provided by the brand by rubbing it with common atoms found in pockets and the blade of a heavy duty box cutter. The blade does an excellent job of segregating the good quality glass protection from the bad. As mentioned earlier, the poor quality tempered glass protection on most budget devices of Oppo, Realme and Vivo, including the previously tested Oppo F11 Pro, were not able to handle the blade, suffering from ugly scratch marks. On the other hand, good quality tempered glass protection and even basic Corning glass protection on super budget Redmi devices are easily able to survive the blade and have never failed my scratch test. It is good news that a 20k device was able to handle the blade as expected. The Oppo F15 passes my scratch test without suffering any major scratches or damage. Next up, moving on to the sound test to check the audio quality and loudness of the bottom firing external speakers on the Oppo F15. As expected, there are no issues with the audio clarity and sound quality of the F15. There is good sharpness and treble, and the volume loudness is on point. Next up, moving on to fun stuff with value. The bench test is the best and only method to test the structural integrity and actual build quality of devices, and also pushes brands to improve or maintain the build quality. We pay a good amount to buy these devices, and the least we can expect is a decent build quality and not a poorly designed device which has a weak structure. The Oppo F15 suffers from a good amount of flex during the bend test, as expected from a polycarbonate build, when pressure was applied from both the display side and the back. But apart from that, the F15 does not suffer any kind of issues like screen separation, kinks near the power or volume buttons, or total structural failure. The Oppo F15 passes my bend test with ease, even though it has a lightweight and slim design.